And just like that, hello, good after mornings. Good after mornings. It's 11:45 a.m. What are you talking about? How could it possibly be any other time than 11:45 a.m.? This whole thing about time zones. I think maybe it's some kind of red propaganda. Hey Charles, how you doing? We got Charles right away. How you doing? Hobie Gal right away. You guys, I feel like you were sitting there for like, when's he gonna stream? When's he gonna stream? Start streaming. No, I show some respect for your audience, Ken Schneider Niner Niner, and specifically show some respect for the freshly poured glass of Diet Coke from the can. This particular can, it's a plain ass can. Usually it's got somebody's name on it. Well, at least it says recycle me. It's got an ego. I know, we got the notification gang. Well, welcome in. It's a regular Sunday stream. I think I got Microsoft Flight Simulator category going. It'll be Japan again today, and how about Sapporo? It was I didn't go back to I didn't go back to the video. We can watch the video again, but I remember that Sapporo had some like an overall update to the area, and it's a perfectly lovely area. We could probably even find it. Oh, first sip of Diet Coke of the day. Woohoo! Please stop what you're doing. Go down to the store right now and purchase several cases of Diet Coke. In fact, purchase all the Diet Coke that they have at the store. Let's create a run on the Diet Coke and make it big news, and everybody will be scared. They'll be like, "Oh, there's no more Diet Coke in the store anymore. Let's go grab those last supplies before they run out." And sooner than you know, Diet Coke will be taking over the world, and it'll all be because of me. Happy Sunday. We got Science Rules. We got everyone here. All right, don't get me started about the Diet Coke. Also, don't get me started about the beautiful blue Bluetooth control. It's right there. All right, so what's going to happen today? We're going to be flying around. We're going to do some. We're going to do some more flying around Japan. If I get bored, he's the Diet Coke drinker in the family. All right, well that's fine. All I'm saying is we're trying to build up sales here. They're not going to make me a sponsored partner for the Diet Coke Corporation of America unless we really build up the sales. I think we got to make a bump to the sales numbers. So I'm thinking we should be buying Diet Coke and not drinking it, but using it for target practice. That way, you still need to drink some Diet Coke, but it just gets wasted, sort of. You have plenty of Diet Coke. Well, thank you, by the way. Thank you. I appreciate your support of my not sponsor, but again, the fuel that creates the stream. It needs to have ice in it too. I like it to get watered down by the end. I really do. It's just a thing. I don't like it. Or at least I don't mind. But often it takes me the whole 2 hours to consume the Diet Coke. So anyway, yeah, people are coming in here. Let's see, checking out some other streams. We're going to be flying around a Microsoft Flight Simulator for the first half of the show. There's going to be the Big Brain Games, which is going to feature the Quirtle. They revealed a very embarrassing performance of me on the trivia quiz. Why embarrassing? Because Sunday is the hardest of the week. The 2 Octurtles I do. There's going to be a short break, and today will be Guitar Day, although I'm thinking of switching my guitar. This guitar out. This is the guitar I've been playing. It looks pretty though. It sure does look pretty. It's got all that motion and the swirl there. I don't know. Maybe I'll just play this one. They're all about the same in terms of the sound. And that's gonna be a stream. I'm looking forward to hanging out with you guys for 2 hours. Let me know if you have any particular places in the world you want to see or anything you want to talk about. I'm still in the prep stages for TwitchCon. So I got myself a new cheap Japanese version of the Rode wireless mic set. Here, I'll show you. No, sorry, Chinese. Is it Japanese? We're going to Japan. So the Chinese version has a little thing that you plug into this is going to be plugged into my side of an iPad. I don't have a phone. I do, well, long story. But anyway, this plugs into the side of the iPad, right? It's got the things on it. And then you get 2 of these. And these are like under $50. And you get 2 of these. And they hook up, and you put them here, and you talk. So for my traveling, and you get 2 of them. And they comes in a case with 2 of those, 2 mics, 2 transmitters, 1 receiver. I just plugged it in and made sure that it's compatible with my iPad. I was able to record, sounds, but I haven't tried using it in a live setting. But my plan is to use this for my. I don't know if I'll be streaming it for a long time at TwitchCon, but I will be trying to especially in the mornings. I think that's easy. Yeah. Well, they make there's the $200 the Rhodes the Rode and DJI are the official versions of these. These are are kind of the standard version of these. These are the no-name Japanese. What's it called? Doesn't the user manual doesn't even have a brand name on it, kind of thing. I'm not even sure what technically the brand is. The brand is China. You know what I mean? Yeah, it doesn't have a particular brand on it. I guess if you wanted to put your brand on it, you could, because they don't care about branding it. Some Chinese companies. Anyway, it seems to work for my purposes. So you might have something like that. Well, anyway, the other thing is, if one of my streamer friends, needs an extra set of mics, wireless mics for their live shows, I'll be prepared. I can loan them to them. Anyway, we got the controller going. Let's get the gaming cam there. You see, I've got Microsoft 2024 loaded up there. And the other thing I got is, I didn't really like the ones I had before. This is a karaoke microphone. Yeah, it's hooks up with Bluetooth, and it's got speakers and a microphone, and it's rechargeable. I'll have to see how. I'm going to bring the others, but sometimes you need two. You can have two. It looks like, this one just, I showed this to Kelly. She's like, that looks like a dildo. But I'm like, it's a microphone. It's got and it's got speakers built in, so it's kind of big. But it's easy to hold. It's nice, and the others are kind of hard to hold. They're not really well balanced. And this one you can hold, and then you won't hit the switches. We'll have to see how well this one works. Because as I say, karaoke and TwitchCon, those items go together. In fact, you got to find out where we're going to go. All right, so I was thinking, just as kind of a default plane, the Atia Ascendance. This will let us do things like fly around and land on the tallest building we can find that looks like it has a flat top. Okay, Tia Ascendance. Oh, bright pink. Heck yes. Because why not? Because what other color? I mean, they should make. It just pisses me off they call it bubble and not bubble gum, which is obviously what it's supposed to be. Like they ran out of letters. All right. Okay. So the other issue is, how easy is it going to be finding Sapporo? If, say, I don't know where it is specifically. I wonder if they have the nuclear plant up there. All right, let me actually, can you, let's just see, search location. Sapporo. All right, yep. We got a couple of airports in the area. Sapporo. There's New Chitose. Yeah, it's north. This will be a fun. I've never flown. I don't think I've ever flown this far north in Japan. So I won't be able to compare it because this is the first time I've been here to before then. But okay, let's see. Where is this area? I'm just going to look around the area here. Okay, so there's this New Chitose airport here, and then this area down here. So we're going to kind of fly around this area, and then maybe kind of we'll start from there. We're going to check out Sapporo. We're going to make a little order time during the day. We're going to start from the helipad because we are effectively a helicopter, although we're more of a giant drone than a helicopter, which is fine. All right, it's currently 3:53 in the morning there. Why don't we forward that up to like 7:30, 7:20, 7:30 in the morning. So we're basically moving the time forward so that it's daytime. And again, for whatever reason, they don't show us the points of interest on 2024. But I'm not going to cold start it. Super boring to cold start it. I mean, you got these 4 engines and 4 switches, and then you're started. You'll see. But so we're going to start on the runway. I'm sure we'll have two flights. I'm just trying to get an idea of the layout here. There's Chitose. This is all really part of Japan I haven't explored, and it's kind of the northern part. There's also, I think, a mountain to the east there. Well, let's just see what we got to see. Hopefully it'll be a fun flight today. The other thing I want to do is actually go to San Diego, but rather than our typical flight where we zoom around the city and check out the beach, use this guy to hover right where I think I'm going to be staying, because I know where the address is. And then I can kind of reconnoiter the area at extremely low altitude. We're going to be doing that later. It's going to be a very specific flight over San Diego. Okay, so this is a helipad. I believe that means we can just take off, right? We're cleared for takeoff. You can hear the loud sound of those 4 hybrid engines. What's our say? Parking brake's on. Okay, parking brake. Hover mode, gear down. Okay, parking brake is off. Hover mode and gear down. So when we increase power, actually, I'm going to put this on map mode, right? No, that's good. Perfect. We're going to head around the city. We're going to head north. We're going to check out the whole city. We're going to land on a building. We're going to head south. We're going to... All right, so we build up. We got 4 engines going. The 4 engines are running 4 generators. The 4 generators are running electrical power to the many, many little fans we got there. 4 on the one wing, 4 on the other wing, and 2 facing forward. But we don't power those facing forward ones until we get up in the air. And it's all stabilized electronically. So we increase our power here. And from our point of view, you just hear a buildup of power. And then it just basically comes off the ground like a drone. And we can kind of move, stay right above where we are. Until we feel like we're high up enough. Which way we want to go? That way is the city Sapporo. Kind of dead ahead. But that's a cool looking building over there. We're going to check out this airport. So basically we can start like moving around like a drone. I guess I want to see some of these airport buildings, which look really cool. There's a bunch of stuff going on over there. Actually, that might be Sapporo. Look at it. Might have to look at the map to figure this out. But I wanted to check out some of these buildings. These are really cool looking. Definitely not the run-of-the-mill airport building frontier. And this is obviously a stadium. What do they do in there? I don't know necessarily. I wonder if it's an indoor baseball stadium, but it's probably more likely, what to say. It's right next to the airport. Does it have any branding on it? What team plays there? Alright, so which way is the city? I'm thinking the city is this way. Yeah, it says Sapporo City. Alright, so we're going to get some altitude. We're going to get a little more power here. We're going to build us some speed, and we're going to start flying like a plane. To do that, you just hit this button here that says hover. Hit it once, and it turns into fly. And suddenly, we are a plane. And now, before our wings were stabilized automatically, so we couldn't bank. We could just, once you're in fly mode, you can bank and turn like a regular plane. You don't want to get too high. The whole point is stay nice and low. Okay, so that's where we took off from. You can see that stadium and that open area. But we're going to head here. I guess it says Sapporo City General Hospital right ahead, so this must be Sapporo City. But if we see something interesting, I'm going to kind of, like a pagoda, a temple, a shrine, city offices. We might want to stop and take a look. That's a baseball, I think. Maybe? Not a baseball. Maybe a school. Over here. Oh, it's over here. Alright, well, yeah, we gotta watch out though, because you'll get going too fast. We don't want to redline our speed. So we're reducing power, and again, you're reducing power to the generators. This is a kind of interesting looking building. As far as I know, this whole area has been refreshed, and it looks pretty good. One of those areas where the urban area just looks really unusually, also realistic. This is a horse racing track, if I am not mistaken. Maybe car racing, but I think it's horse. I mean, it's got to be. I bet it's horse racing. I'm thinking. Like a little amusement park in the middle. A couple of different kinds of tracks for horse racing. Okay. Are they into horse racing in Japan? I'm guessing they are. Alright, so all these little H's now, because we're in a helicopter effectively, they all say what they are, but they're basically mostly medical offices that have helicopter landing pads. But we can land on any one of these. That is a cool looking building right down there. Must be a hotel or something. Okay, so here's the Sapporo 3rd Joint Government Building. So I'm thinking this area right here is like a downtown area. Or at least a kind of governmental area. But it looks like the tallest buildings, kind of this way. Hotel Forza. Sapporo. Cool. Is this where the Forza game gets programmed? I don't think it is. What's over there? Anything interesting? It's a really interesting downtown. It looks great. I've never been to Sapporo before, in the real life or in the game. Try not to hit this thing. Now, if you're saying, how easy is it to land on one of these landing pads at the top of the building? Well, let's just find out. It's not that hard. I mean, it's not that hard at all. What's over here, though? Okay, this sign, I bet, just says Sapporo, right here. No, it's a Sapporo Beer Museum. Now, Sapporo makes a great beer, right? I've had the beer, that's for sure. But did you know that there is a Sapporo Beer Museum? It looks like it's got like the old brewery. Let's jump on and use your magic parachutes and check it out. Like the old brewery here, Sapporo, is this building here. And then the modern brewery's over here. And that's where they make the Sapporo beer. It's pretty good beer too. I haven't had it in a while. But the last time I remember having it, I was like, yeah, that's damn fine beer. So it's a beer museum. What's down over here? Tennis and golf. Swing 89. Okay. Tennis and golf are big in Japan. Alright, let's get back in the plane, fly around some more. This is fun though. Alright, so there's the Sapporo Beer Museum. This looks like, I don't know, it's like a rail station. Like maybe a really fancy rail station? I don't know, maybe not. This is Vice. I don't know. Alrighty. Alright, more stuff. We're gonna fly around some more. Oh, I wanna go up this river. Really interesting looking buildings. I don't know what that is. I think it's like one of those like hibachi restaurants. Okay, so you got the riverside here. They're speeding slow. Oh, there's a bridge. Is that a footbridge? Cool looking bridge. Well done. With the cells. What the cells here, Scotty? Hello. Power of the warp cells. Warp, a lot of really cool bridges. Don't worry, we're fine. So up ahead, I see first of all a bunch of cool bridges. But we got the Sapporo Concert Hall. But yeah, I'm gonna try to land on the top of one of these buildings. I'm gonna watch your power consumption here. You don't get instant throttle response because it's the generators, but I do want to check out the concert hall here. Oh, and there's a Mount something observation deck up there. Oh, look at that. We're going there. Observation deck. That's my jam. Okay, there's the city of Sapporo. Again, we're just checking out. We may not come here again. I don't think we've been here before. It's got a really cool looking concert hall right here. It looks like this is the back of it. If we stop right here. Probably just the front of it, right? That's the front of it down there. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Up ahead. But we're gonna get some more power. More power of the warp cell, Scotty. I would say that. We're going up to this Mount something, Mount Moiwa observation deck to do some observing. It's just 2 miles away. Now we're gonna do a helicopter style vertical landing, or drone style, really. See the entire city of Sapporo laid out before us. Looks like there's a shrine too, part of the way up, or something. Something's up here. There's some kind of, I bet it's like a university school, hospital, something on the hillside. Then there's something here. Hold on, what is it? Oh, I want to check this out. I want to check that. This is one of those things you got to see. Metric parachute. Where is it? Right below us. Oh, this thing, yeah. So yeah, it's just basically a Buddhist shrine, but you know, you're probably supposed to hike up there, and got a big, nice view. But we're going up even higher. Okay. That's cool. Okay. We're a good point. There it is. More power, full power to the cells. You know what? We're gonna go into hover mode right here. Start reducing power. Going up ultra fast. I think as well get down again, but that's fine. There is the observation deck. So I guess you get what you call a 365-degree view here. And that's Sapporo. It's a pretty big town. And it's certainly famous for more than just beer. Pretty city. Alright, we heading down yet? See, unfortunately, you can't really just kill the power. It takes a while. fact, if I do this, what will it do? If I go into fly mode briefly. Then hover again. No, I didn't do anything. Where's it? Preview though. So yeah, the tricky part is estimating. It's right below us. How high you need to be before to get into hover mode. Let me try this again. Okay, we'll go into fly. We're gonna get our power going up again here. As soon as we get fast enough, it's gonna go into fly mode, right? We can fly, yeah, okay. Then we're gonna fly down a little bit. There we go. Now I can actually lose altitude at a controlled rate. But I'm still learning this particular part of how the transition. I'm almost always way too high. So we're gonna kind of circle around here, losing altitude. We're really not that high up. I want to be like that level right there. We're gonna come around. Lose a lot of altitude. Pretty day. We're hitting a low altitude. There it is. Lower that. Now we're going to go into hover mode here. Right? So I think there's a cable car or something. Yeah, this is a cable car, or that goes up the hill here. So I think you get up, you park down here, right there, and there's a cable car. Cool. All right, well, we're gonna land up there. I promise we would. Now we're at a good altitude. We're at a good attitude and altitude. So we'll check it out. There's got to be a place to land. And once we're in hover mode, it's very, very easy. You just kind of have to watch your ascent rate and descent rate pretty carefully. Real pretty mountaintop peak here. I really wanted to get up here. Although I do still want to land kind of on a building. Okay, Mount Momoiwa Observation Deck. Alright, now we're going to reduce our vertical speed a little bit. We're coming in a nice slow rate here. I mean, you know what? Considering it's a point of interest, I would have thought they would have had a smoother model. This looks like an AI-generated model, to be honest. They marked it as a point of interest. Alright, this is where we're landing, right here. Right here. On the building. Because that's where we roll around here. Alright, reduce power. Actually, let's land over here. This side of the building. Like the one thing you can't do is land from the inside. Also, the ground is soft. Alright, you can't land there. We didn't crash, but we're fine. Alright, let's see if we can land on a building. It has to be not all places that look like they're flat. Okay, we're going to hover mode. Okay, fly mode. It's definitely a learning experience. Okay, so we kind of landed up there, but yeah, as I expected, once I got close up, I'm like, I don't know if there's actually a flat landing pad. But these buildings definitely have helicopter landing pads on them, so we know there's a solid surface there. Down here, I don't know exactly what, this one, basically the one right ahead of us here. We want to get nice and low, at least one of these buildings. They all seem to have helicopter landing pads on them. But I want to get on kind of the highest one here. Okay, as we get about to here, we're going to go into hover mode. Right here, hover mode. That's going to start slowing us down. And now we're hovering down the city of... There's that cool station down there. This is kind of like a mall here. So there's more stuff to see. this is down here. So these buildings all look good. This building is the one over. Actually, yeah, this one I think it's the tallest building. We're gonna land there. What's it say on it? What's it say? What's it called? It says a name. JR Tower Observatory. And we should be at a reasonable height. Yeah, we passed by this one already. But then I'm doing a little reconnoitering mission in San Diego. But I still want to head south to that other place. There's still more Japan I want to see. Okay, so we can slow down here. Max, what is it? Max 6. I don't know what it is. But it's a helicopter landing pad. We're landing on it. Again, being that we're more of a drone than a helicopter, stability is not the issue. The issue is you can't see down. There's no downward facing camera or anything. So you really need to do this from the air. But when also you want to, it tends to want to roll forward a little. So you want to make sure you got a little room backwards. Okay. We're at a perfect hover here. Parking brake on. Parking brake on. Parking brake on. Okay. So that's what, I didn't roll forward too much though. But that's what it looks like landing on the tallest building in Sapporo. Let's get out and take a walk. I mean, anybody got fear of heights? Because it doesn't look like there's much of a gang pad here. Yeah, okay, we're on the ground now. So that's looking that way. That's looking that way. Don't jump. It's a long way down. It is a long way down. But you know, window washers gotta work up there. All right, let's look in this direction. Pretty big city. Beautiful day. Bright early morning. All right, get back in. We're gonna fly a little south here. Back in. There's the plane. Ding ding. Back in the plane. All right, here we're back in the plane. Advance the power. We're still in hover mode. There we go. Flying off. All right, I want to head south. Right. Okay, we're heading south, and this time we're gonna go a ways. So we start moving forward. Got our power going. Right. And then we put it in fly mode. And just in a second, it's gonna go into fly. There she goes. Meanwhile, there's just a couple of things I want to see here. A bunch of hotels. There's this tower. Odiri Bisei, Cruiser Valley, and this whole long mall area here. It's pretty cool. Alright, but I want to hit south because I thought I saw something down. We follow this river. It's a ways. It's like 10 miles or so. What does this over here say? This says Sapporo. Oh yeah, concert hall. Okay, we passed over that already. And this area too. Alright, so let's head south. It's kind of slightly southeast, I think. Alright, so this is us flying. Oh, the Sapporo Dome. We're flying over that. This is definitely a large area of, you know, variety of hotels, schools, houses, apartment buildings, government buildings, commercial centers. It's definitely like the kind of city you can't explore in a couple weeks. But the other thing about Sapporo is Sapporo gets winter weather. It'll just be snowing here, and also there are the resorts up in the mountains there, which is where the Winter Olympics were. That is an interesting kind of looking building there. It looks like maybe a hangar, but it's not finished. I don't know. Doesn't seem right. But this is the Sapporo Dome. Your guess is as good as mine. I mean, maybe they have Thunderdome style exhibition wrestling matches out over speed. The Sapporo Dome. And cheer. It's a cool looking dome. Oh, and it looks like it has a field that slides in and out for various purposes. Like that field goes in and out. It's kind of a new thing, kind of thing. I like those kind of details though. Alright, we're gonna head south, like 150 here. It looks like it's gonna be pretty much a flat plane. I thought it was more mountainous where we're going, but unless I'm wrong, it could just be a ways. This is beautiful. We're a little too high up. I want to be below 1,000 feet. See those nice details. Also, if some of these things, these little H's are marked with something interesting, we might want to check them out. City Emergency Control Center. That's interesting. What's down here, though? But it is, in general, very, very detailed. Lots of different color roofing. It doesn't look like any other place I've been to. All sorts of unique buildings. This is starting to be like just more like suburban developments here. The houses look a little different in Japan, I think. Maybe just me. There's some interesting usage there. I think that is a golf thing. You know, driving range. That's my theory. Sticking to it. But again, we got all these interesting roof colors here. And you got a freeway over there and a major highway over here, so I feel like we're headed somewhere. I don't know if it's so common for them to have red and blue roofs in concert like that. Maybe. Yeah, it's a commercial zone here. We're getting some fall color trees here. It's not exactly cherry blossom fest time. Alright, we got something here. Houses. But again, we're gonna do this for another 5-10 miles, see what's out there. It's maybe our last chance to check out Sapporo for a while. And they did just update the environment areas. I don't know if we've seen all the points of interest that they had shown in the video. The warehouse. It's pretty, it's starting to be very pretty terrain though. It's not exactly flat. It's not really mountainous, but it's kind of hilly. Solar farm. More solar over there. Japan has a lot of solar and wind. Well, it doesn't have as much wind that I can see. It seems to have more solar. I wonder if Japan is not into wind turbine energy. What's over here? It's a lot quieter from the inside. It actually isn't necessarily going to be a super quiet plane, even though it's electric, because you got 4 turbine engines generating the power. It's kind of cool looking here. Okay. And your viaduct there. So anyway, so the distance behind us, quite a ways in the distance, is Sapporo. We barely see it. We're really not even, I don't think, in the Sapporo municipal area. Maybe, but... Alright, I want to see, it's a tank regiment, according to whatever that says. I want to fly with the tank regiment. I don't think we're going to see any tanks, unfortunately. You know, this game, they don't like a lot of military equipment. By the way, cheers. One more time for Morse Daiko. Oh, the condensation. Yeah, tank regiment. That was the tanks. You're welcome. But I believe there are tanks there. It looks like a military barracks. Alright. I don't know why they say JQSTF, like garbage junkies. But they do. And there's some stuff down here. Alright, I want to check the map. Check our map. Let's plan our flight a little bit. Like I rarely do. Alright, center on air. Showing us looking like a helicopter. Alright, so yeah, this is kind of where I wanted to head. We started up on this northwest here. Up here. Took off from there. We flew around Sapporo, which is there. Now we're flying the southeast to this part here. I know there's another airport, but I think there's some stuff to see here. It's not Chiba City, but we're almost there. Wherever it is, we're almost there. And we would have flown basically from kind of one coast to another coast. And meanwhile, what do we got? We got some solar farms. We got some roads. Got another freeway. Cheer. Major freeway. We're heading this way. You can see a lot of roads are kind of heading this direction. Yeah, Chitose, C-H-I-T-O-S-E, Chitose, I'm not sure what it is. It's another reasonably metropolitan area. Oh, we're still very northern part of Japan. Camp Kita Chitose. But yeah, this is going to be a pretty big airport. But we're going to pass it. We're going to go check out the city, which I think is close to the water. I don't know. I've never been here. We're going to find out. But we're definitely probably going to end up landing. We can land anywhere. I don't need to land at an airport. But again, they've been updating airports, so they might be having some cool buildings. So yeah, this marker here just says Chitose, which is the name of the city. So presumably this is kind of the center of this city. It's kind of like super tall buildings. It's fun. It's cool. Kind of pretty looking. It's on this river here. Very nice. That's the city area here. It's marked to the center, and then right in here is a pretty major international airport. Okay, we're gonna fly over. Let me see through the airport building. Nothing to write home about. Not bad. In fact, I'm not sure this is an international. Oh, maybe the terminal's over there. Yeah, this could be one thing where there's like a military side here, because that looks military. And there's a commercial side over here, and they share the same runway. Very common. And there's even effectively a third terminal for just for cargo. So that does not look like an international airport, but this does over here. Not a huge one, but definitely an international airport. Actually, that's decent size. Look at all those terminals. Interesting design. Very nice. Well, I'm glad we checked it out. So you got this terminal building here, and then this fan-shaped terminal over here. And that's, you know, I love that fan shape seems very Asian. It's a hemisphere, half circle. Really cool. Now that's a huge airport. And it's a busy one. Okay. Good to know. But yeah, I think it has a military side on the other side. Always fun. Alright, so where are we going? I wanted to check my route here. Alright, we're heading there. I kind of want to head due south, right? Because I think there's some stuff down there, but I don't know if I'm here. I haven't seen any specific like shrines or points of interest. Basically, we want to head this direction. And one thing I can tell you we do see is a lot of fall coloration to the trees. So a lot of beautiful autumn coloring. And very distinct from the cherry blossom time when there's so many purples and pinks and reds. Here we're just getting the oranges and yellows and greens. But yeah, looks nice. Okay, that's the end of this. Right, okay, there's the runway. Oh, there's two runways. Oh, I didn't even see that. There's a runway back there and there's runway over here. And that says New Chitose. There's a Chitose and a New Chitose. Okay, and there's two different sides. All right, I'm starting to figure this out. I mean, it's a big airport, but it's even a huge airport than I thought. Because there's runways on both sides of that terminal. I want to head down this way here and see if there's something down here. Oh yeah, this there. It's kind of city over here. It might be kind of pretty. It might not. We're gonna find out. But yeah, I'm enjoying flying over Japan. Something I did not get to do in real life, so it's a treat to be able to do it in the game. Is this a golf course down here? It is. The Japanese love their golf courses, but you can tell. You can see the rough. You can see the greens. Oh, you can see the club there. You see the clubhouse. It looks like a huge amount of land, like 36 holes of golf easily, if not more. And there's more courses. This must be an area known for golf. But yeah, the amazing amount of Japan is covered with golf courses. There's more. I mean, hey, it's not like Palm Springs, but still, it's something. Palm Springs, we think of over 120 golf courses in that one area. But this is just golf central. I mean, there's a lot of, I don't know, not here. But we've seen several. As we get closer, I bet there'll be more. They just need a lot of land. It's not a great use for the land, but if it's out a ways, I don't have a problem with it. This is a golf course, not cheer. You can easily tell. Just gotta find the clubhouse. Boy, they have this amount of room they spread over. Here's the clubhouse here. That's really part. There's the house, the course. God. Huge. Got a solar farm here. There's definitely some buildings and things to look at in this area. But I think it's mainly a port, a port of embarkation. What does that say over there? Tomakomai Fire Department Headquarters. Good to know in case there's a fire. Alright, where are we on the map again? We should be where I thought I was. Yep, this is it. So there's this big harbor here. It's not a natural harbor, but it's a big one. And yeah, so this is the city of Tomakomai. Here's the hospital. Never heard of it, but here we are. In case you get sick, you want to know where to come. But we're going to do this. We're going to do a short flight in San Diego, and for very, very selfish, specific reasons. We don't need to anymore. Thank you. Tab. All right, here's the city hospital. It's a pretty small city. And it's early morning now. It's not afternoon. I made it early morning. It's like 7:30 in the morning. Okay, the city hospital. All right, not that impressive. Here's the city smokestack. Check that out. Looks like a baseball or something field maybe down there. Yeah, it could be. Nice quiet ride. It's certainly a nice place to do sightseeing. But again, for various reasons, I might as well stay outside. This looks almost like a refinery action. Is there a tower? Both? There? I don't know. Hard to tell. Not really tell. But it goes down quite a ways, but I want to come up this direction. It goes down a long ways. So there's a big east to west bay here. It's a huge bay. But you got a big bay, and then there's this entrance, which is obviously for ships. What does it say there, by the way? I see what it says here. Alright, Tomakomai. Okay, that's that. Right, we know that's the city. We were all past on it. Okay. Tomakomai. It looks like there's like a bunch of beachfront kind of activity here. That's a nice little pier. Fishing. Alright, I just want to check out the this boating. So this inlet comes in and goes a long way down. So we're gonna go down it. And there's some commercial fishing activity down there. But yeah, this port is basically, I'm sure there was something there before, but you can see from the outlines of it, it's been dredged. It's artificial at this point, creating extra land and making these passages safe for large ship navigation. As you can see, there's quite a few. We came up. Oh, what's it say? We got some kind of power or something being generated, maybe. Bo, you okay? And I just want to see, it goes quite a way. You can see how long this is. And I guess it just goes a long way for various opportunities for boats to park. Use more parking spots. It looks to me, is that all like solar right in the middle of the city? And then it just kind of ends here. Okay. All right, so this bay, okay, if we look at the map here, let's zoom out of it. You see this kind of semicircular bay goes a long way in both directions. And this is the northern islands. Honshu, what's the northern island? Hokkaido? I don't remember. So this is basically, I think Sapporo is probably one of the bigger cities on Hokkaido, or whatever it is. There's a pretty big mountain over that direction. And then there's a lot of coastline in this direction. Okay, all right, we're gonna put her down somewhere. But we're gonna check it out. I'm doing another quick flight. What does this say up here? It's a petroleum stockpiling base. Oh, we're landing there. All right, prepare to land at the petroleum stockpiling base. I'm just reading what it says. It's the National Petroleum Stockpiling Base. So we have that in America. We call it the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. And but it's probably secret where it actually is. All right, we're gonna go down here. We're gonna lose. We gotta lose a lot of altitude if we want to, get down there. Reducing power. Get low altitude so we can go into hover mode. At low enough altitude. And right around here, we're gonna go into hover. I wish there was a button I could map to my controller. And here we go. It's beautiful autumn foliage here. Japan, northern Japan, I assume is like the northern parts of the continental U.S., which is in the winter months it'll actually be quite bare. The trees will lose all of it. Okay, this is the petroleum reserve, and it is extremely underwhelming because it doesn't actually have anything there. Doesn't matter. I mean, you'd think there'd be a tank farms, and I think there are. They just didn't make it into the game. Maybe it's underground. Maybe it's all underground. I don't know. Maybe just all you see is the evidence of underground tanks. I don't think so. But I don't know. Could be wrong. Yeah, and also if it's strategic, it's got to be a lot. Put the plane here, check it out. We're going to go to San Diego next, real quick. There's a method for the madness. Probably the same plane. Low power. But basically you land like a spaceship. Yeah, is that all there is here? I mean, I don't care, but oops, too much power. I don't know. Flat. Alright. I mean, I'd like to take a picture here, but there's nothing to take a picture of. The trees look nice. The Strategic Petroleum Reserve, I present you. You've never been here before, now you can say you've been to the Strategic Petroleum Reserve in northern Japan. People will be impressed. The second destination. I guess we just end flight, right? Yeah, free flight world map. I want to reconnoiter where I'm going to. Me and Charles are going to in TwitchCon in San Diego. We've been to San Diego, but this is a very specific route that we're about to be doing. Okay, can we get out of here? Thank you. We're gonna cross the oceans. We're gonna head ourselves to San Diego. It's a very specific thing. I know specifically where I'm staying, and I kind of want to reconnoiter the area. Where would be? I mean, it's right next to the airport, but I think I know the specific streets that we're gonna be staying. I don't want to necessarily give it away too much, but let's just say it's okay. All right, so I want to do this from the ground or from the air. Oh yeah, where's the helicopter landing pad? Yeah, like Balboa Park. This is right in Balboa Park. I don't know how detailed Balboa Park is, but we're gonna find out. It's the U.S. Naval Medical Center, which is in Balboa Park, which is this big area here. There, you can see there. Okay, let's start there. This could be fun. And then I'm pretty sure I know. Okay, we want to head west. We hit the freeway, and it's there related to the. Okay, I can find it. I specifically want to explore the road route from there to Little Italy. Little Italy is south, just south of the airport there. Yeah. Also, I decided which I kind of wanted. There's some museums I want to go to. There's a car museum and a like air and space San Diego Air and Space Museum. This is not what it looks like. Oh, let's fly a little bit here. There we go. There's cars parked. Yeah, it's not the smoothest. This is the parking lot. Not the smoothest. Okay, we want to head west. Okay, there's the city. So Balboa Park, I think, is kind of here. You can see planes are landing at San Diego International Airport, and that's what it looks like. They come in low, and right over the freeway. If you fly on the freeway, you see 737s come in, and then they kind of make this turn. Okay, so the museums I want to go to are these right here. First of all, watch that plane down there. ASA, is that Alaska? See the head there? Zoom in. Oops. It's hard to see. Yeah, we can hover. Yeah, it comes and makes that right turn and lands on the runway. So yeah, we're okay. Anyway, so there's a budget. These are different museums right here. There's this one here. That's the Air and Space Museum. It says Air and Space Museum. And then there's a car museum there. I think they're probably all separate entities. There's a theater there where they have open air concerts. I don't know if they're going to do it. And there's a Comic Con museum there, believe it or not. I don't know. It might be cool. Check it out. All right, where? Oh, I thought I had time turned off, but we're just hovering. Okay, so the freeway comes here. Kind of a bit of a hill. I'm really just interested in the kind of the topography of this area here. We're just up here. Okay, here's the freeway. Yeah. So we won't be flying. I'll be on the ground in a car. But the area we're staying in is gonna be. Check something real quick. I want to be very precise on this. Yeah, it's not going to show the map. That's right. Okay. This way, a little bit. Okay, we're a little bit closer to the runway. I think we're in here, right around here. So okay, so say I'm parked here. Yeah, I'm parked right around here. When you get in the car, you make a left turn. This is how I like to plan out where I'm going to be going. And the point is, how do you get under the freeway? That may not be obvious, or you go over the freeway. Because that's the thing, is that we're here on this side of the freeway. But I think we can go. You make a left turn. You come down here. You come under the freeway here. There. On this street here, a little high up. Go under the freeway, make a right. This is Little Italy here, so this is kind of where all the restaurants are. It's supposed to be nice that you can get to, and it's nice because it's closer than downtown. But there's like maybe a dozen kind of restaurants, ranging from very nice to super expensive. That's at a1storage.com. Hey, altitude. Oh, by the way, thank you for your question. You haven't played since the mid-1980s. I haven't played since the mid-1980s. And the game is hitting 5. Does the Street Plane have a tutorial to learn to fly a plane? There are tutorials that will teach you quite a bit how to learn to fly a plane, yes. Yes, and the PS5 version will have all that stuff. All the first-time flyers. I'm not a first-time flyer. But you got to keep in mind there's a whole ecosystem. You know, if you want this plane, you're gonna have to pay another $5, whatever. But I think the PS5 version is going to be really good. It's not, I think, out till November, December, but pretty soon. And yeah, I mean, the great thing about Microsoft Flight Simulator is you can go anywhere. So we're gonna head down. So, I mean, the thing about San Diego is that you're not really getting the feel of it's the traffic and the it takes a long time to get anywhere. And then if you get somewhere, you're going to be able to park. Okay, so we're going to be staying up here, up kind of that direction. Well, I'll go back there. And then if you get to you can either take the freeway or you kind of take this kind of bayside route here. This is the one of these. Is it the Enterprise? This is it's always parked here, and there are tours, and it's got a lot of stuff going on. I don't think we did it last time. I didn't go on it last time. I haven't been out. I think I was on it when I was a kid. It's 41. Does it say which plane it is? But it's not. You know, it's not. This is the military base. It's for tourists. We can land here on the deck of this aircraft carrier, kind of dramatically. We can land there we want. Actually, let's head down to the convention center. But lots of, I do like flying around San Diego. Always great buildings, interesting buildings. But again, we're going down to a convention. I'll be streaming from the convention. I just got some microphones that'll be helpful for that. But probably just for like an hour or so in the morning, just because, you know, once it gets really crowded there's no way you can get a good signal. This happens a lot. You got a cargo ship in the middle of the convention center just landed. Those aliens from close encounters of the fourth kind are constantly dropping those cargo ships right in the middle of the convention center. Here's the convention center, right here. San Diego Convention Center. Normally does not have a cargo vessel. Sorry. It looks pretty cool though. It's big. It's got a north hall and south hall. And we always park down here at the Hilton. It has a nice big parking garage down here. So there's always space, and it's right across. This is kind of where the entrance is here. Yeah, how did that? I mean, yeah, there are military secrets all over that are not well represented, and various things. So yeah, you can go looking for certain things. Now here's a fun fact. Apple headquarters is not in the game. You know, Apple headquarters, you heard about it? They have that giant ring building that's super unique. It's like donut shaped. Not in the game. And I think it's for legal reasons, you know. They don't, because, you know, the architects would sue them or something. I don't know. Oh yeah, I forgot. Last time we were here at the baseball stadium where the Padres play, they were working on the field. I want to see if they got the field cleaned up. But I mean, it's definitely fun to kind of try to find things that you think will be hidden. A lot of nuclear power plants are not really directly represented in the game. Yeah, see, they're working on the field. They're always working on the field. But it's right downtown where the Padres play. And via whatever it is. It's a nice looking stadium. They're just doing some field work. There's the convention center in the distance. Actually, I want to go back to where we are. Okay, so there's your the Petco Stadium. That's what it's called. Petco. We're kind of down here, right in front of the thing. This area here is what they call the Gaslight District. Right here, these buildings right here. That's the Omni Hotel. This area here is that. So they closed this down for the party. This is what the block party is. It's right below us. This would be the ideal conveyance to come to the block party. Because cars are not good. What's this building say here? Right here. It says San Diego. I knew that already. And our Airbnb is pretty close. I mean, last time we stayed further out. I should fly where I stayed last time. But it's funny, yeah. I mean, sometimes they have nuclear solutions. It's just an Airbnb. You live in the high desert. Well, I'm north of San Diego too, because I live in Pleasant, California. But I'm driving down. I'm just reconnoitering. But yes, I don't live in that part of the high desert. But it's pretty hot where I am. Okay, it's these. Okay, you come here, you get off the freeway, you come on this street. You go a couple blocks, you make a right turn. And we're pretty close to the airport. I think it's one of these blocks here. It says there's like if you go up here, make a right turn, go up to way up to here. Past the airport a little bit. Here's the airport. That's a parking structure there. There's like some restaurants up here. Right up here. I'm trying to find out where there's to eat. I think this is like a commercial area right here, right below us here. There's at least one kind of like there's a Mexican restaurant right here, that one right there, like right there. And then if you head that way, there's more stuff. All right, and there's the airport. This is a really it's a really great way to kind of get a lay of the land kind of feeling. We're going to land on the top of the parking structure. Are they scanning? No, it's AI cars. And you can set the traffic level. Air traffic, like you see that there's planes landing, says ASA 1273. That's real air traffic that's represented in the game by actual plane landing. So that represents real flights coming in now to San Diego Airport. So ASA is Alaska Airlines 1273. And it uses data of real-time flights. And you'll see there's more planes out here stacked up for San Diego. San Diego is a very busy airport. Sometimes you can't see them, but they get stacked up. Maybe there's planes got to take off. And all it says SWA at Southwest, 76. HAL is, I don't know what airlines, but there's a lot of ground activity. So the cars are AI generated, but the ground air activity is actual planes. All right, where are we going to land? Let's just land somewhere, a random place in the back of the airport here. But again, this plane, there's helicopters in the game. They're not as stable. This is effectively a passenger-rated drone. They're going to be building these next year, or trying to flight rate them next year. They're a French company called Ascendance. So they're based on a real thing, but they're not really flying yet. And again, I have to use the outside view for this, because you cannot see under you. You cannot see what's going on below you in this model, unless you're outside. And I'd like to land on some flat ground here. But you can definitely take your time picking a nice spot that you might want to land on. We'll hit these cars. Brake on. I don't know about that pink color though. Oh, sorry, you missed the ads. I was just saying that the cars are AI, but the planes are the planes that you see landing are actual flight traffic. So those are real planes. I have my ad set to 30 seconds per hour, so I hope you don't. And that's the minimum. So I apologize, but the other thing you might want to know if you're on Twitch is that I am co-streaming to YouTube at the same time. Two live channels, and the YouTube channel, which is also Ken Schneider 99er, does not have ads on it, and it's the exact same content. And I pretty much read the chat at the same time. So if people are bugged out by Twitch, and I don't really care which service you use, a lot of the people I know do not have a Twitch account, but they do have a YouTube account. You know what I mean? All right, I want to take a picture here. I want to take a nice screenshot because this bubblegum pink Ascendance is just such a good background. It's such a trip, it's such an alien craft in real life. There we go. Alright, well that's it. Oh, there we go. Nice. Always the bubblegum pink Ascendance. Oh, let's go left. How do I get back in here? Alright, turning off the engines. They're too loud. Fuel off. Battery off. Engine generators off. It's pretty much powered down. You see those little fans starting to come to a slowdown. Yeah, so this plane has fans for creating lift. It's hybrid lift from wing and fan, and then those two propellers on the front and back give you the forward and your forward motion. Ooh, resources. Fortunately, we're at the end of the sequence. The end of this part of the stream, roughly an hour in. So I'm going to leave the flight simulator. There'll be more tomorrow. If you enjoyed that, I do 5 simulators They are. They get more realistic all the time, and we're even hoping they will get even more realistic. But they're constantly kind of upgrading pieces of the scenery, making them more realistic, adding things. But there's a lot of parts of the area where they look good until you get real close, or reasonably close, and then it's like, ooh, it's like in a post-apocalyptic nightmare. All right, so the next part of my regularly scheduled show, I'm moving to the just chatting category because we're gonna be playing some big brain games. I don't know how big they are today. I'm going to get my ass kicked because today is the hardest trivia game of the day. All right, let me move here for a second here. Quit now on Microsoft Flight Simulator. But again, if you like the Flight Simulator, we'll do more tomorrow. I always do a low-level flight. I don't really fly jets at high altitude. We like to be sightseeing. All right, move this here, move that there. This goes here. First big brain game is the Quirtle. It's a lot like a Wordle, which is the New York Times 5-letter game of guessing a 5-letter word. Except we do I already got that one today. Except we do 5 at a time. And I like to do these kind of, bing, bing, bing. So I have a strategy. Let me put it that way. We're going to do a Quirtle. Then we're going to do the Revealed. We'll do the Tightrope Trivia, which will kick my ass. It's the hardest of the week. This is not going to be so bad. Like Amuse, upper left. I'm really fast at these because I do these every day, but it's part of my daily routine, even when I don't stream. This one's going to be hard, upper right. This one here, a tonic, right? Lower right, I think. It's going to be tonic. And then we have Pinto on the lower left. We only have one that's hard. And that's, okay, now it starts with E. It could be teeth, right? No, it can't be teeth because there can't be another T there. How about tweed? It could be tweed. Oops, let's spell it right. I mean, I don't know if it's tweed or not, but it could be. It was. All right, moving on to game number 2. We're already, there's a bunch of these, so got to keep moving. All right, the Revealed game is a relatively new game from our fine folks at Britannica.com, presumably sponsored by Diet Coke. I don't really know. All right, so the category is place. It's a 7-letter word and a 3-letter word to define this place. This is today's September 28th. I'm going to read this heavily redacted document. It's got a lot of blanks in it. We could probably reveal some of these blanks if we need to, which we will. And hopefully that will give us enough information to determine what place we're talking about here. All right. The place is the world's blank body of blank. It lies to the east of the blank and to the west of the vast blank of blank. The blank name derives from the ancient blank, who once blank in blank to the west. Among its other historical names, blank and blank derive from former blank of the blank, while blank stems from blank, quote, blank. The blank, something sea or ocean, is bordered in the northeast by blank, the southeast by blank, the south by blank, the southwest by blank, and the northwest by blank. So it's not something... It's some kind of, it's like, it's a Baltic Sea or something like that. But it's got 7 letters. Let's look at this one here. East of the Caucasus Mountains. Okay. It's the Caspian, I believe. We're gonna guess that it was correct. Okay, Caspian is the world's largest inland body of water. It lies to the east of the Caucasus Mountains. That's the only thing I needed. Yes, I figured it was a body of water, and the Caucasus Mountains, and the west of Central Asia. That would have been harder to figure. It's the season for the ancient Caspi peoples who once lived in the Transcaucasia to the west. Blah, blah, blah. I wouldn't have gotten it from these. So I think maybe Kazakhstan would have helped, Turkmenistan. But east of the Caucasus Mountains and kind of figuring out that. All right, that worked pretty well. How well did we do? I needed 1 reveal and Zoe 0 hints. Other players on average needed 5.5 reveals and 2.1 hints. 72% solved it. We kicked the average player's ass. I'm still pretty good at this game. The next game is going to kick my ass, okay? It's a tightrope. It's called the Tightrope Trivia Quiz. It's also from the fine folks at Britannica.com. Sponsored by Diet Coke, I'm sure, though. Sunday, it's a 9-question multiple choice, timed trivia quiz. I consider myself a trivia master, certified, but that actually means nothing at all. Excuse me. Diet Coke needed. By the way, Hobie, I'm sure there was a delay, and we got it at the exact same time. By the way, that's another tie for us. You should play this game. I think you're good at it. But I don't think I saw yours before you typed it though. Ooh, cheap followers. Do you mind if I ban you, Breno Pidiera? That will it'll remove you from that little thing there. There you go. Nice. All right. So once I hit play, the timer starts. There's 9 questions. Hardest of the week. I guarantee you this one's going to kick my ass. Yesterday's kicked my ass. I could get lucky, but I'm going to need to get lucky to get any of these. And certainly to cross it. Let's keep it roll. Spilling salt. That one's easy. Yeah, there's a 10-second. There's nothing I can do about it. I mean, that's pretty much standard. We as a tie. Sultan Mohammed. Morocco? Seems like I did not know that detail though. I kind of had to do process of elimination on that question. Oof. I wonder if those bees go with French survived its 2019 fire. The only major fire I remember. 100,000 bees. Fill in the blank. Couldn't explain. The politician was blank and out of touch with reality. Fatuous? That's also a process of elimination there. None of those even remotely fit. Fatuous? Thanks to her success in what? Poker. That I happen to randomly know that Jennifer Tilly is a very good poker player. Gateway of the West. Which U.S. state was the U.S. started with the Orient Trail? Was it? It's either Kansas or Missouri. I think it was Kansas. It was Missouri. Damn. That was a hard one. That's right. It's the Missouri Trail. Ugh. You could pat in the sun. Jonas Salk said that. Could you pat in the sun? He was not into patenting his invention. Like the Press Latinum is considered, that's a Star Trek Latin, a gold press Latinum. Flapping has a 12-foot wingspan, the largest on Earth. I'm 199% sure it's the oh my God, it's the albatross. The condor is not. That kicked my ass. The wandering albatross is bigger than the California condor. Well, we crossed it, but that was a terrible performance, as predicted. Tightrope boss. Wah, wah, wah. That's not good. Walking encyclopedia is okay, and clever funambulist is good. Okay. But it is what it is. Tomorrow will be the Monday quiz, and that'll be the relatively easy one. I'm not too, I think if I thought a little bit harder, maybe I could have got the Condor one, but that other one, no. Anyway, there's 2 more games in the big brain department. Then I'm going to take a break, and then I'm going to be playing guitar and doing some karaoke stuff. By all means, if anybody is still here when that happens, get the heck out while the getting's good. I do not expect anyone to be viewing that. Now, Ken's Piano Lounge is a vibe. I watch my own Ken's Piano Lounge all the time. Like, that guy can play piano. But the guitar, oof. I don't care, but All right, what do we have here? Cycle? That's got to be right. Cycle, CYC, lower right there. Not too many things it can be. All right, we got 8 words to solve here. This is the warm-up. How about drawl? AWL. Yes, very nice. Then we'll do the rescue. The rescue is the hardest of these octoral games. It's a lot like the Quirtle and the Wordle, except instead of 1 or 4, you solve 8 words at the same time with the same words. This just could be Sully, S-U-L-L-Y, because that is a word. This one still, I'm waiting. I obviously know it's O-U-S-E, but it could be house. Could be... it could be house. Maybe that's what it is then. And we use that H is going to be helpful up here. So now it could be which, W-I-C-H, right? That fits Doesn't that fit there? Yeah, it does. Perfecto. Okay, these are the warm-up. These are easy. And let's see. I'm looking upper right. I'm looking at skiff. Skiff. Whoops. Skiff. And skiff. It's kind of boat. F was not helpful. Okay, how many we got left? We got 2. We got this one, which is S. Has it. Could be sweep, right? And finally, okay, we have an N, an O, and an A, and a K. So it could be Oaken, O-A-K-E-N, right? That fits. Yep, I guarantee you it's Oaken. All right, that's the second to the last game. The last game of the Big Brain Games is called the rescue version of the Octortle. It's especially hard because I don't get to use my powerful 3 starting words. It picks 4 random ones for you. And for example, and they're different every time. And for example, today's we didn't even use an I anywhere, which is actually can be kind of cool because if you see a word that only has consonants here, it probably you can assume it has an I. I don't see any words that only we don't have any easy ones here. Let's see. This could be plume or flume. Oof, it could be a lot of things. Let's see if we have anything. Okay, we have a K to place. How about poker? It's a wild guess, but it uses some popular. Oof, it wasn't poker. Oosh. But we needed that R. Okay, hopefully we'll start getting on the right track here. This is already, I can see, one of the hardest ones I've ever done. This here's an M, an N, and a D in it. A. Is it admin? That's a word I know that's in the dictionary. That you finally used the I. By the way, it could be Joker, right? I think that's the only it could be. Let's just go for it, Joker. Okay, good. That's good. We got a word. We have an R and an I to place here. It could be resin. R-E. No, that's the wrong. It could be risen. It was risen. Good. Because it could have been siren too. That was very lucky. Oof. Shouldn't have even guessed that one. We still have flume, but it can't be plume, right? Yes. All right, let's do flume. F-L-U-M-E for the upper left. Nice. And that F was important because it definitely helped get us here, this one. It's F-A, and then there's R in there. Could be farce. R-C-E. Excellent. And the C was super helpful. See, we're making some progress here. This could be something A-C-K. So it could be whack. W-A-C-K. Let's hope. Cross fingers. Very good. I always enjoy when we maybe pull it out. We got 2 guesses and 2 words to get. Let's see what we got. Oof. All right, this one's going to be, there's a C and an H. That's all we know about it. So if it's A, it could be cache. C-A-C-H-E. Excuse me. I like cache. C-A-C-H-E for this one. And this one is an R and a P and an S. So it could be S-P-U-R. But then what? Not spurn. Is it usurp? U-S-U-R-P. It's usurp. It can't be spurn. It's usurp. It's got to be usurp. Come on. Yes. And the final word I'm pretty sure here is going to be cash. But if it's not, then we lose. It's what it comes down to. That's what it is. You win. I feel pretty good because if you keep track of my playing these games, I get about a little more than half of them, I would say. Which is good because the trivia game kicked my ass. That was a hard one, moderately. Yeah, it wasn't super hard, but it was up there. All right, and that ends, not even close to ending the stream. I got lots more streaming to do. Stream for another 45 minutes or so, in case you're curious. But there shall be a musical live performance. I'm going to whip this guitar out. The same guitar. I'm not going to change guitars. No, I'm not going to change guitars. And be singing, playing guitar. If you enjoy music, if you enjoy musical performances, you definitely want to hit that mute button. If not, just turn your computer off as soon as you hear any kind of musical things going on. That might be even safer. Was I not in any category? Why does it not saying what category I'm in? Okay, now it says I'm in a category, right? I was in a category before. I don't know for sure. All right, see you in a couple minutes. Oops, wrong one. Here we go. Camera going here a little bit here. Roughly fine. Good enough. How are we doing here? Lights, camera action. Pretty much. Got my microphone on. Here, put this a little closer here. Check one. All right, talk about guitars a little bit. By all means, if you're still here, what is wrong with you? It's okay. This is just from me. This section here. Tomorrow will be more Microsoft Flight Simulator. Anyway, so here's my guitar. This is the most. I have about 15 guitars. This one, of course, is from the well-known brand that you can only buy on Amazon.com called Leo James. No, nobody's ever heard of it. It ends with a Z. Leo James. Yeah, no, I never heard of it. It's an impulse purchase on Amazon. $250, which is not a cheap amount of money. Although it's one of the cheapest guitars I've ever gotten. It's called my fancy cheap guitar. Okay, fancy features: stainless steel frets, which is unusual in this price range. Locking tuners, locking strap locks. Really good quality pickups, adjustable pickups, split coil splits. Good, really good quality switch and electronics, we call them. A really nice bridge. Body through string. This construction is really considered very good for body. The body is really nicely constructed, belly cut, arm thing here. It's very comfortable, and it's got this great finish. This green finish. It looks great in person, and they're all each one of them is unique. The color scheme you pick, but they send you one. You don't get to pick it. I got it out of the box. It's really good looking. Would I recommend you buy one? Not necessarily. Do you have guitar tech skills? Because I do. You have to be able to adjust a truss rod, adjust action, adjust everything pretty much you can adjust in order to get the action where I like it. Put new strings on it. I did a bunch of work. Really good sounding guitar though. There is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising Sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy, and God, I know I am one. My mother was a tailor. She sewed my new blue jeans. My father was a gambling man down in New Orleans. Now, mothers, tell your children not to do as I have done. Spend your life in sin and misery in the house of the rising sun. I got one foot on the platform train. I'm going down to New Orleans to wear that ball and chain. There is a house in New Orleans they call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy, but I know I'm I want to sing like Cat Stevens songs. Cat Stevens, it's called The Wind. I listen to the wind of my soul. Where I'll end up when I think only God really knows. I sat upon the burning sun. I I never needed water once. No, never. I listen to my words, but they fall far below. I let my music take me where my heart wants to go. I swam upon the devil's lake. I'll I'll never make the same mistake. No, never. I don't really know what I'm saying. Let's do some karaoke. What do I got to start with here? Let's see if I can find a song. See if I can find a song. See if I can find a good song I want to start with here. Give me a second. Karaoke. Let's see what I got. Psycho Killer? Sure. Hold on a second here. There we go. Oh no, that restarted here. Not wearing my Talking Heads shirt today, but to the facts. I'm tense and nervous and I can't relax. I can't sleep cause my bed's on fire. Don't touch me, I'm a real live wire. Psycho killer, let's just say better run away. Say nothing to say. My lips are sealed. Say something once. I say it again. I'm no killer. Just to say, far, far better. Run, 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 run. Oh, 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 psycho killer. Just to say, far, better. Run, 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 run. Run away. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah. Please say good thing. Say swallow. Say K-Body. Say swallow. Realize on minus one. Realize first love one. Okay. Yeah, 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 yeah. You're blind, you're blind. Hate people when they're not polite. Psycho killer. Let's just say, better. Run, 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 run. Run, run away. Oh, oh, oh. Psycho killer. Let's just say, better. Run, 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 run. Run, run away. Oh, oh, oh. No, not that one. Okay, I want to do. I'm gonna do this RM song that I haven't done in a while though. Shiny Heavy People. It's one of the first ones I decided to do as this kind of where I sing and play along. I think I know how it goes, right? Shiny, happy people. tune check here. Take my tuner off, put it back on. Sharp. Need some work. Close enough. Forgot my work. Oh, what's the next one? Let's see. What is it? All good. Green black. Why not? Here's my capo. It's actually not that. Turn a deeper blue. I could not foresee this thing happening to me. And I've been caught in love in a setting sun. My love went back with me before the morning come. I see a red door and I want it painted black. And no colors anymore. Girls like my eyes in the summer clothes. I have to turn my head until my darkness goes. One we got here. Let's see if this is. I'll do a bunch of these till my voice can't do it anymore. What's the next one we want to do here? Man in the Moon Mo. No, there she goes. Sixpence on the red shirt. Heck yes. It's okay. There she goes again, racing through my brain, and I just can't contain this feeling you never made. There she goes again, pulsing I want to do this one. We only did this a couple of times. But sun ain't bright tonight. He was warm, he came around, he was dignified. Showed me what it was to cry. There couldn't be that man that I adored. Don't seem to know, don't seem to care what your heart is for. I don't know him anymore. It's nothing where used to lie. Conversation has run dry. What's going on? Nothing's fine, I'm torn. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. Holding I have changed. I am naked on the floor. Illusions never change into something real. Wide awake and I can see the perfect eye. It's torn. Good little lane. I'm already torn. I guess the fortune turned this way. I should have seen just what's there. Not some holy light. Crawl beneath my face and now I don't care. I don't know. I don't miss it all that much. Just so many days. I'm under torn. I'm out of faith. This is how I feel. Holding my have changed. I am naked on the floor. Illusion never changed into something real. Wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn. Little lane, I'm already torn. Nothing where you used to lie. Inspiration has run dry. What's going on? Nothing's right, I'm torn. I'm out of faith. This is how I feel. Holding my shame. I am naked on the floor. Illusion never changed into something real. Wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. Holding I had changed. On the floor. Turn little lane. I'm already torn. Inspiration has run dry. That's what's going on. Nothing's fine, I'm torn. I'm all out of faith. This is how I feel. Holding I am pain. I am naked on the floor. Illusion never changed into something real. Wide awake and I can see the perfect sky is torn. Early late, I'm already torn. Ooh. song. What else we got here? Wonderwall, no. Amy? Amy. Haven't done Amy in a couple days. Diet Coke be nice better now. Vince Gill and Pure Prairie. Not Pure Prairie, the other one.
Let you see one thing for yourself. Now you're off with someone else and I'm alone. See, I thought that I might keep you for my own. Amy, what you wanna do? I think I could stay with you for a while, maybe longer if I do. Don't think the time was right for us to find. All things we thought weren't proper could be right in time, and can't see which way we should turn together or alone. I can never see what's right or what is wrong. Don't take too long to see, baby, what you wanna do. I think I could stay with you for a while longer if I do. Well now, Amy, what you wanna do? I think I could stay with you for a while, maybe longer if I do. Now it's come to what you want, you have your way. And all the things you bought before is faded into gray and can't see. And I don't know if it's you or if it's me. If it's one of us, I'm sure we both will see. Would you look at me and tell me what you wanna do? I think I could stay with you for a while, maybe longer if I do. Yeah. Maybe what you wanna do? I think I could stay with you for a while, maybe longer if I do. Falling in it out of love, you. Falling in it out of love, you. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Ooh, I keep falling in it out of love, you.
What else we got here? What do we got here? It's always a crowd pleaser. Crowd pleaser. song's gonna be a song I'm not gonna play. Guitar on by it's this Jim Croce song. One Jim Croce song, which I'm limiting myself. Stop. Not Wonderwall. It's my left side. Okay. Jim Croce. Which one is it? Come on, there you go. It's I'll have to say I love you in a song. It's a good song. Which one have we been doing? I don't know if we did this one. Should be good.
I know it's kinda late. I hope I didn't wake you. What I've got to say can't wait. I knew you'd understand. 'Cause every time I try to tell you, the words just came out wrong. So I'll have to say I love you in a song. Yeah, I know it's kinda strange. Every time I'm near you, I just run out of things to say. I know you'd understand. 'Cause every time I try to tell you, the words just came out wrong. So I'll have to say I love you in a song. Right, all the words just came out wrong. So I'll have to say I love you in a song.
My voice is weak today.
Yeah, I know it's kinda late. I hope I didn't wake you. There's just something that I just gotta say. Know you'd understand. 'Cause every time I try to tell you, the words just came out wrong. So I'll have to say I love you in a song.
We'll do operator too. Such short songs. Nice, decent versions too. My voice is about done for today, which is good. I like to push it to the can't sing no more. It's not very good.
Operator, would you help me place this call? You see the number on my matchbook is old and faded. Living in LA with my best old ex-friend Ray. A guy she said she knew well and sometimes hated. Isn't that the way they say it goes? Let's forget all that. Give me the number if you can find it. So I can call just to tell him I'm fine at the show. Overcome the blow, I've learned to take it well. I only wish my words could just convince myself that it just wasn't real. But that's not the way it feels. Operator, would you help me place this call? 'Cause I can't read the number that you just gave me. There's something in my eyes, you know it happens every time. I think about the love wasn't real. But that's not the way it feels. No, 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 that's not the way it feels. Operator, well, let's forget about this call. There's no one there I really wanted to talk to. Thank you for your time. Well, you've been so much more than kind. You can keep it dying. Isn't that the way they say it goes? Let's forget all that. Give me the number if you can find it. I can call just to tell her I'm fine at the show. I've overcome the blow. I've learned to take it well. I only wish my words could just convince myself that it just wasn't real. But that's not the way it feels.
Another fun show. Hold on a second here. But as like all things that must come to an end, it must come to an end. Wait a minute. All things must end as this show must go. But the good news, I get so dizzy when that happens, not for any good reason. Good news. Thank goodness nobody was here for that debacle, what we call a sound segment. If you were, it's okay. I'll forgive you. You don't have to type anything, but you weren't. Hey, most people watch me in the VODs anyway. And for God's sake, I hope you pick the music. I'm just practicing because in 2 weeks I got to perform with my friends. I'm a better singer than all of them, except for Leah, who has $1 million voice. She refuses to become a professional singer for some reason I don't fully understand. She's got the best voice I've ever heard, easily. But I don't know. She's shy about singing. If I had a voice like that, I would be singing all the time, constantly. Are you listening, Leah? She's not listening. Anyway, but I have the second the group of five of us. I probably have the second best voice because I'm the only person who regularly sings for the specific purpose of not having to sound terrible when I'm in the karaoke genre, the regime. All right, well that's it for today. Been streaming for roughly 2 hours and 15 minutes. There will be a stream tomorrow. I'm gonna be working, but I'm gonna take a break. I'm working from home and take a break from work. Gonna fire up the old flight simulator, fly around a bit. Who knows? Probably somewhere in Japan. Maybe you'll find that big statue. I think there's a giant statue or two I'm looking for in Japan next time. And then, of course, I'll be dragging my piano in here, slapping it right down here to perform from my patented Ken's Piano Lounge segment. It's not patented. Diet Coke powered is what I meant to say. Ken's Piano Lounge segment, which is a good segment. You want to stick around for that one. I mean, if you like piano music, it's not horrible. The Diet Coke has been sitting here for 2 hours. And look how tan and not cold it is. But it's just a natural scientific phenomenon. It's called entropy increases. You know what I mean? It's the second law of thermodynamics right here. The Diet Coke is not as cold as it was before. Still got to choke it down. Anyway, I know, but anyway. Thanks again for coming by. We'll see you tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, or whatever the time that is for you. I don't know. We'll have to find out. It'll be a mystery until we find out, huh? Okay, see you next time.